One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sun Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Childs. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Find some fresh air. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
The Spartans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Under fire. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Toss to the outside. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looking to throw, it's Child. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Fourth and long, you've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Spartans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He makes a catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll run the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Childs. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Udo. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Wide open spaces. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll call for the fair catch here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
The Sun Devils get enough for the first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Looking left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody to dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. Dropping back. It's Levin. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Turning on the Jets. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath.
Going for the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Childs. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. With the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got it to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Spartans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Smashes through the tackle. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Look out, he's got room. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Udo. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He might want another play. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Motion from the back. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Takes the easy completion. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and short, the power run here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Smarty.
the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it.
Oh, out of space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Line out, trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans!
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide and give me another touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Now the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Udo. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense playing a bail technique. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead.
There he goes! Flushed through behind his pad. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback running on the draw.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.